Hello, Donna Kato here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my studio. Now today is just a little basic class on magnets. I am by no means an expert on magnets. I know enough about magnets to get me by. Okay, which is to say, I know there are qualities of magnets. Now these are really good magnets. I got them from, is it K&M? That's all they do is they make magnets. I've also purchased very cheap Chinese magnets and had the plating just peel right off. I don't think that's a good sign. Now, with magnets, like everything else, there are grades of magnets and there are types of magnets. There are magnets that you can bake in the oven and they won't lose their magnetism. They are also way more expensive than the magnets that will not make it through the oven. I mean, we have no expectation. I have no expectation that these magnets are going to be cured in the oven and then they're going to be as strong as they were before they were cured. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But look at all these magnets. I bought all these magnets and I probably would have bought half the number of magnets if I had purchased the ones that can be put in the oven. Now, putting them in the oven may sound like a really good idea, except remember, we always take them out anyway, and then we put the magnets back in. We glue them back in, right? We don't just sink them in there and hope that they stay in the clay. No, you have to use glue, and you have to glue them in. So since I'm taking them out anyway, why not just take 4 or 5 magnets like this? Just take 4 or 5 of them, 6, however many you want. Designate them as your baking magnets. Put them on the side of your pasta machine, and that's where they stay. These never go in the oven. These always go in the oven. So I bought twice as many magnets, really good magnets, by just designating 4 of them, or some of them, as magnets that aren't used in finished products. They are only used in curing in that situation where I just want to make sure that the fit is perfect. See, this is a good magnet, but the first time it was cured, it had one of these in it. Make sense? Okay, because you know what? I'm not about wasting funds. Okay, so I'm going to make refrigerator magnets. Now, this is from another class using canes to make little mask type or little creatures like this. What am I going to do with them? Well, they're going to live on my refrigerator. All right, here are some goldfish that I made. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. These guys are going to live on my refrigerator too. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you have to determine what the thickness of the magnet is. I'm taking my good magnets, I'm putting them over here on the side so they don't get mixed up. So how thick are these puppies anyway? That's setting 1 or 0 on my machine. It's too thick. I'm going down to 1. Hello, machine. Oh, gotta turn the machine on. Oh, I rolled it through 6. That's like so thin. All right, so here's setting number 1. And yes, it's setting number 1. Okay, so let me take the cutter. I found these in my studio. They're actually quite nice, these cutters. I don't know where they came from. Okay, I'm going to cut a circle, just a circle. I'm going to cut one for each of the little goldfish anyway. Then I have a cutter that is almost the same size. It's a little bit smaller than the magnet, but that's okay. I am going to cut the center like that. Then I'm going to take my liquid clay. I'm just going to smear some on like that. This is very important because look at the texture. Then I'm going to take the ring, I'm going to press it to the back of the fish, and then I'm going to drop the baking magnet right down there in the hole. Snug it up. And now it is perfect. It's perfect. Okay, I will do the same to the rest of the fish. Now, these magnets are so strong that when you use them in a clasp, whatever, you never pull it apart like that. You wouldn't, oops, they won't stick together. Of course, because they're all, the poles are all the same, well, whatever. But anyway, you don't want to pry them apart because the magnets are so strong, like in a clasp, that you're probably going to break the glue, the bond of the glue that is holding the magnet in place. So whenever you use magnets for clasps, you slide it off. Just slide them off, slide them off. Same thing with this little guy who's going to live on my Fridgie. I'm not going to pull him off like that. I will slide him to the edge and get him off, okay? So let's cure this. I'm going to cure this at my usual, 300 degrees, cold oven, 40 minutes. I will be back. All right, so my goldfish are out. They're still a little warm. I actually got one out when it was warm. And I'll show you how. All right, so polymer clay shrinks. Less than 1%, but it's enough to make things very tight. So now, see, this is my scratched up crappy magnet. That will go right back on my pasta machine. Now let's loosen this one. And it really probably just takes that much. You see it move. There we go. And then take up that scratched up magnet, put it back on the pasta machine. Okay, so gluing them in is really simple. The hardest part with magnets is that they stick to everything. I mean, if a stray metal thing goes off, your magnets are gone. Okay, I'm going to use my glue. This is Loctite Super Glue Ultra Gel Control. I'm going to put a nice drop of glue right down in there. Then I'm going to put a magnet in and just slide the stack off like that. So much easier than trying to handle them individually, if you know what I mean. Okay, press them in there, and I'm going to have a school of goldfish on my Fridgie, just like that. Now, I want to show you some others. This is from that other class, using your canes to make bugs, a jaguar, a gnu. I think that's a gnu. And, of course, bugs. Oh, I already said bugs. There you go. I got 2 bugs. Okay, so that's all I have to say about magnets. Fantastic. Make sure you get good strong ones. Make sure you don't bake them in the oven. Do what I did. Designate a few for curing purposes alone, and store them on your pasta machine. It's really hard to lose them that way, although I have managed to lose 2. Okay, so that's this short basic tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.